Howdy. I almost accidentally didn't make a video. Um, I'd fallen asleep. In fact, in the struggles of waking myself up, um, come to, whew, very tired. Let me start that over again. Hello. I'd fallen asleep and almost did not make a video tonight. Realizing this, I figured I quickly had to come up with one, and thankfully, one had came across the internet as I was trying to wake myself up. I'd left a response on a video that I watched about an experience of mine, and I'll talk about this experience some other day. Well, it's actually a lack of an experience. And the thing is my comment was talking about how everyone says, everyone says, well, you had to have experienced it. Everyone experiences this. You're just forgetting. You're not thinking hard enough. And basically that's what I said in my comment is that this happened to me. Nothing. I didn't experience anything. And people try to still convince me. Point being that people can't handle the no answer. And things went fine on there. I had a little dialogue with somebody, a very interesting dialogue, and made me glad I subscribed to that channel. And seems like, get good people. And then I wake up and I'm trying to be like, oh crap, I gotta think of something here. And then I'm looking, and someone had commented, so you think you're so important that because you didn't experience it, that makes it false? Well, given them the benefit of the doubt, I wasn't going to respond at first. And then as I decided, well, maybe I should respond. And then I realized, fuck that shit. Even if it was, they misread it. I didn't say anywhere that I was important. I don't find myself to be important, although some people would say you have to find yourself somewhat important. I believe some of my ideas are somewhat important. That's why I make these videos too, because I believe if I share the same ideas with people and someone's out there and they're like, well, no one else has the same idea, because let's face it, there's no original ideas anymore. So if someone out there is thinking the same things I'm thinking and it's bothering them for some reason, well, if they come across mine, they can be like, oh, there's another fucking idiot who thinks like me. But instead, here's this guy saying I'm thinking myself important and taking it completely out of context. And I just realized, yeah, I could take it as a mistake. I guess, if he responds, well, fuck you, buddy, I didn't mean it that way. But it just seems like people are giving up comprehension for the sake of an argument now. And I find that ridiculous. I find that completely ridiculous. Well, we were at the movies earlier, and we were getting ready to watch Ghost Rider. And the people behind me, just everything, they were taking everything out of context that was on the screen, and it wasn't like they were joking. It was like they were genuinely confused. And is this the generation that we're going towards? Young people who are, because I'm sure they were young people because they were acting like it. They acted far younger than I've ever acted. I say at least high school age, and there's nothing wrong with that. People can be mature at that age, but needless to say, they act like the skills of comprehension lacked thereof in their brain, and you see it a lot online too. It's at first I thought it was just like, well, that's people just trolling, but I'm starting to think maybe it became so acceptable for people to troll and behave like that now human development is getting fucked up. You know, I mean, ignorance I can handle, blatant stupidity I can't. Because ignorance is you're just lacking all the information. Blatant stupidity is you have the information, but you're just, either you're choosing or you just can't get it. And, comprehension seems to fall right there with the, you have the information. You're just looking for what you want to look for. You know, you're just looking to get pissed. And at first I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't post this. Wait a minute. Because I've done this before. I've misread. I sat and I've read someone's post 5, 6, 7 times just to make sure what they're saying is what they're saying. And then I respond to it. And then I come back later on after they've responded and their response is off. And then when I'm in the throes of confusion and no longer as irate or agreeing with as I was before, I look at their previous posts and lo and behold, it's something different. Now, it's on YouTube, so they can't really go back and edit it. And if they did, then, well, that's clever them. That's a neat that's, it really made me feel like an idiot. But, it's like you're not reading what you should be reading. So that's, I'm guilty of that. And that's still wrong. I get called out on it, so I'll call other people out on it too. Fuck it. Pay attention. If it angers you, calm down before you respond. That's what I've had to start doing. Just take your time. Man, I wish it wasn't frozen outside. I love the fact that it snowed. Love the snow. But I got to take several bags of trash out. I'm thinking about just doing it in the morning before my wife goes to work. Because the sidewalk is nothing but a layer of ice. And I'm afraid to get out there and slip and bust my head open or hurt myself pretty bad. Know me personally, I get hurt all the time. Today, will be yesterday now, when you're watching this. At the very least, it'll be yesterday. February 20th, while my wife and I were out celebrating our 3-year anniversary, we just decided just to fuck around one town over, just walking around and shit, because everything over there closes at 5 o'clock. And we're like, what the hell? This is to us, that's the big city. That's all we got. We get over there and everything's closing down. We're like, oh look, a museum closed. I'm like, hey, look, a college bookstore. Well, yeah, that was exciting because we were about to buy Christopher Hitchens' book. And like I said the other day, and it's still sitting here, as far as intellectual books go, Scott Adams is the closest thing. And I think reading a Christopher Hitchens' book would be very interesting. I've not heard much of what he has to say. Sadly, I didn't find out much about him until after he died. And, he seems like he had a lot of interesting things to say, so definitely want to check out some of his books later on. The one book I'm really wanting to get, I'm telling my wife we should get it, if not for anything, but to leave in our bathroom, because where we mostly know Christian people who are very accepting of us. If they come over, we'll have Penn Jillette's God No, signs you might already be an atheist and or whatever in it. And I figured it'd be interesting to, I figured it'd be an interesting read, but also interesting just to have permanently displayed in our bathroom on the back of the toilet as reading material, the only bit of reading material that we would even have in our bathroom, because we're not those type of people that keep reading material. I normally, if I'm reading, if I need to read something, I'm already reading it before I go to the bathroom. So the many of books I've finished in the bed and bathroom, it's just amazing. But I'm getting way sidetracked. That's where I'm tired, and my brain's going, you need to get that trash out. And another part of my brain's going, oh, but there's ice, you'll fall, and you always get hurt. You always get hurt. So I hope she wakes me up before she goes to work in the morning, because I'm supposed to drive her, but she's wanting to get a ride with one of her friends. Eh. But anyways, with the situation of the comment, I think I handled it quite properly. I hope I did. Let me know what you think. I'll have to calm down and read it. And survey, update on the survey. I lost it. I have to type up a new one. My computer decided to do this weird thing where, even though I have sticky keys permanently turned off, it went about doing something else, sort of like sticky keys. And I like type a letter, and it would click on an icon on the desktop even though I had other things open, and then I'd right click on a link and it would open up a brand new web browser, and it was weird. Probably should quit surfing so much porn. Yeah, that's the only thing porn laws will actually help people with, is less viruses. But don't take away people's porn, honestly. So some people, that's all they got in their lives. Speaking of lives, I'm a horrible husband. Not working, can't get anything from my wife. She got me the Circle Pad Pro for the 3DS, which is actually really neat. She got me a card, really sweet card. Got me a zombie movie that I've been wanting for a while. And she also finished off my payments for Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, and she pre-ordered Resident Evil 6 for me, and I'm just like, oh man, I am such a shitty husband. So if I ever get my disability worked out, what my plan is to give her most of the money that I can so she can get her new camera. She has her eye on a new camera, because she says she's just going to be a photographer and part-time, but she's really talented, and I believe she could make it far as a photographer. Especially, even an artist. You want to check out some of her photography, or some of her actual hand-drawn art. If you're on DeviantArt, I think her name is Blue Cheese Girl, or it might just be Blue Cheese. If you search for either of those two names, you know you found her, because she has drawings of Nick Cage, Weird Al. You might see some pictures of me, younger, without the beard. But she's very talented. Anyways, I need to get to sleep. I'm rambling on, and I'm really tired here. I actually fell asleep watching Journey 2, which is sad, because it was somewhat interesting, but it wasn't that good. And as far as Ghost Rider, I like how they just kind of ignored the first movie altogether, and they made a good film. It's an interesting looking film, very visual film, good to watch in 3D, because the 3D is that wonderful, subtle 3D. And I just love 3D. If I could do these videos in 3D, I'd do them in 3D. Ooh, I could. The 3DS records 3D video, but it's not HD. Anyways, later, I hope you all have a good day. Thumbs up, thumbs down, smack my ass, whatever. I need a closing. Subscribe.